The 5 pillars of Islam are the foundation of Muslim life. They are the 5 basic acts of worship that all Muslims are expected to perform. These pillars are the declaration of faith, prayer, almsgiving, fasting during the month of Ramadan, and the pilgrimage to Mecca. These pillars are interconnected and support each other. They provide a framework for a meaningful and spiritually fulfilling life. The 5 pillars are more than just rituals. They are a way of life that brings Muslims closer to God and to one another. They promote personal growth, spiritual awareness, and social responsibility. Muslims believe that by following the 5 pillars they can achieve salvation and draw closer to God. The 5 pillars of Islam are mentioned in the Quran, the holy book of Islam. They are also based on the teachings and practices of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The 5 pillars have been practiced by Muslims for over 1400 years. They are an integral part of Islamic belief and practice. In the following sections we will delve deeper into each of the 5 pillars with a special emphasis on the second pillar, prayer. We will explore its significance, the method of performing it, its historical and cultural context, and its impact on the daily life of a Muslim. The first and most important pillar of Islam is the Shahada, the declaration of faith. It is the belief that there is no God but Allah and that Muhammad is his messenger. This simple statement is the foundation of Islam. The Shahada is not just a statement of belief, it is a commitment to living one's life according to the will of Allah. When a person converts to Islam, they recite the Shahada. This is a public declaration of their faith. The first part of the Shahada, there is no God but Allah, is a statement of monotheism. It affirms that there is only one God, and that He is the only one worthy of worship. The second part of the Shahada, and Muhammad is his messenger, affirms that Muhammad was a prophet of God. Muslims believe that Muhammad was the last and final prophet. He was sent to all of humanity. The Shahada is a powerful statement of faith. It is a reminder to Muslims of their commitment to God. It is also a reminder to live their lives in accordance with His teachings. The second pillar of Islam is Salah, or prayer. Muslims are required to pray 5 times a day. These prayers are performed at dawn, midday, afternoon, sunset, and evening. Prayer is a direct link between the worshipper and God. It is a time for Muslims to reflect on their relationship with God. Muslims can pray anywhere that is clean. However, it is preferable to pray in a mosque. Praying in congregation is considered to be more rewarding than praying alone. Before praying, Muslims perform ablution. This involves washing the hands, face, arms, and feet. During prayer, Muslims stand facing the Kaaba in Mecca. They recite verses from the Quran and perform a series of bows and prostrations. The prayers are a time for Muslims to focus on their relationship with God. They ask for His forgiveness, guidance, and mercy. Prayer is an essential part of Islamic life. It is a time for Muslims to connect with God. It is also a time for them to reflect on their lives and to seek His guidance. The third pillar of Islam is zakat, or almsgiving. Zakat is the practice of giving a portion of one's wealth to charity. It is considered to be a form of worship and a way of purifying one's wealth. Muslims believe that all wealth belongs to God. Zakat is obligatory upon all Muslims who possess a certain amount of wealth. This amount is known as the nisab. The nisab is the minimum amount of wealth that a Muslim must have before they are required to pay zakat. The zakat rate is 2.5% of one's wealth. It is typically paid on an annual basis. Zakat is distributed to the poor and needy. It can also be used for other charitable purposes. Zakat is an important part of Islamic social justice. It helps to ensure that the wealth is distributed more evenly. It also helps to alleviate poverty. Section 5. The fourth pillar, fasting during Ramadan. The fourth pillar of Islam is fasting during the month of Ramadan. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar. During this month, Muslims are required to abstain from food and drink from dawn to sunset. Fasting during Ramadan is a form of spiritual purification. Muslims believe that the Quran was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, during Ramadan. It is a time for Muslims to reflect on the Quran and to strengthen their relationship with God. Fasting during Ramadan is a challenging but rewarding experience. It teaches Muslims self-discipline and empathy for the poor and needy. It is also a time for Muslims to come together as a community. Section 6. The fifth pillar, the pilgrimage to Mecca, Hajj. The fifth pillar of Islam is the Hajj, or pilgrimage to Mecca. The Hajj is a journey to the Kaaba, the holiest site in Islam. All Muslims who are physically and financially able are required to perform the Hajj once in their lifetime. The Hajj takes place during the last month of the Islamic lunar calendar. Muslims from all over the world gather in Mecca to perform the rites of the Hajj. The Hajj is a deeply spiritual experience. It is a time for Muslims to reflect on their lives and to seek forgiveness for their sins. The Hajj is also a reminder of the equality of all Muslims. Regardless of their race, ethnicity, or social status, all Muslims are equal in the eyes of God. Section 7. The significance of prayer in Islam. Prayer holds a central place in Islamic belief and practice. It is the second pillar of Islam and is considered one of the most important acts of worship. Muslims believe that prayer is a direct connection between them and God. The Quran emphasizes the importance of prayer in numerous verses. It is described as a way to find peace and solace, to seek guidance, and to express gratitude to God. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also stressed the importance of prayer, calling it the pillar of religion. Prayer in Islam is not merely a ritualistic practice but a deeply personal and spiritual experience. It is a time for Muslims to connect with their Creator, to seek forgiveness, to express their gratitude, and to ask for guidance and strength. Section 8. The impact of prayer on a Muslim's daily life. The act of prayer has a profound impact on a Muslim's daily life. It serves as a constant reminder of their relationship with God, influencing their thoughts, actions, and interactions with others. The 5 daily prayers provide a structured framework for the day, dividing it into periods of reflection and remembrance of God. This rhythm of prayer helps Muslims to stay grounded in their faith and to maintain a sense of spiritual awareness throughout the day. Moreover, the act of prostrating during prayer, with the forehead touching the ground, is seen as a symbol of humility and submission to God's will. This act of submission fosters a sense of humility and reminds Muslims that they are not in control, but rather guided by a higher power. Section 9. Conclusion prayer as a cornerstone of Islam. In conclusion, prayer is an indispensable pillar of Islam, playing a vital role in the life of every Muslim. It is a direct link to God, a source of peace and solace, and a means of seeking guidance and forgiveness. Through prayer, Muslims strive to strengthen their relationship with God, purify their hearts, and live a life of purpose and meaning. The act of prayer, performed 5 times a day, provides a structured framework for a Muslim's life, reminding them of their faith and their commitment to God. It fosters a sense of humility, gratitude, and reliance on a higher power. As the second pillar of Islam, prayer stands as a testament to the central role of faith and spirituality in the lives of Muslims. Through the act of prayer, Muslims seek to connect with their Creator, find peace within themselves, and navigate the challenges of life with a sense of purpose and guidance.